Signs that you might be a helicopter parent. No judgment on any parent. I've been guilty of the same. First, you fight your child's battles. Let's say your daughter comes home in tears after an argument with a dear friend. What would you do? What would your reaction look like? If you answered, call the friend's mom to work out the problem, you need to take a step back. Try this instead. Be a support system, but let them talk it out. Teach your child how to be calm, how to manage their emotions, and then move on to help them explore ways where they and their friend can work it out on their own. This is the greatest gift you can give your children because you're teaching them problem-solving skills. Next, you do their schoolwork, their homework. Put on your preschooler's shoes. Solve a hard math equation for your teen. There are plenty of ways we parents swoop in to save our kids from feeling frustrated and disappointed, and I was guilty of the same. But healthy levels of stress can actually boost their problem-solving skills and abilities. So instead, try this. Let your kids figure things out on their own. Praise their efforts when they stick with the hard situations. Next, you coach their coaches. If you shout advice from the stands during your kids' games or corner the coach to talk after every practice, it might be time to sideline yourself a little bit. Sports can teach your children how to deal with conflict, work as a team, work towards a goal, be a leader, and cope with defeat. But it has to be their team, not your team. So try this instead. If they ask for your help, or you can see that they really are struggling and that they have a problem, teach them how to talk to the coach themselves. Again, this is the greatest gift we can give our children. It's not what you do for your children, it's what you make your children do for themselves that makes them successful. You keep your kids on short leash. You stick around for drop-off, birthday parties, all the events. You drive your teen to friends' homes even when they're only a short walk away. You send daily check-in texts, plural, to your college student. Sounds familiar? You're not alone. If so, it's again time to cut the apron strings and let your child build their own self-confidence and their identity. So what can you do instead? Try this instead. Create chances for them to be more self-reliant, for them to be more independent. Let them play in the yard while you stay inside or walk the dog solo. There is no need to micromanage our children. Next, you're a maid in your own house. I speak to so many mothers and they feel that they've been zeroed down to a maid. Do you still make your first grader's bed? Do you still clean your teen's room, or do your college students' laundry? It's time to lighten your load. Make your kid pitch in around the house and you'll teach them the most important lesson, the most valuable lesson, where you will be teaching them responsibility and contribution for a lifetime. So what can you do? Try this instead. Start with small tasks and build from there. Be clear about what you expect them to do and praise a job done well. Instead of criticizing and focus on what they don't do, focus on the good. Next, you play it too safe. Get down from up there. Don't ride so fast. Hold my hand down the slide. Would you bubble wrap your kids if you could? Be honest with me. Turn out you can protect them. Turns out you are trying to protect them too much. When you don't let them take physical or mental risks, you can stunt their growth and development. So what do you need to do? Try this instead. Remember, the goal is to keep them as safe as necessary, not as safe as possible. There is a difference. Can you sense the difference? Let them climb a tree or fall and scrape their knee. It's good for their growth as a person. There is no need to over-sanitize and over-protect our children. Next, you can't let them fail. You fear failure so much. Think of the last time you made a mistake. Chances are you learned something good from it. Your kids need to do the same. Trial and error teaches them how to make their way into the world. Let them fall, let them fail, and remind them it's okay so that they can learn. If you take over a project or task to do it the right way, they won't ever learn how to tackle with problems in the future. So what I want you to try instead is let them make mistakes every once in a while and celebrate those mistakes because they're learning opportunities. When they fall and fail, encourage them to try again instead of shaming them or complaining to them. Which out of these tools you have found most useful and you will apply from this moment on, please comment below, because we at Happiness is Love truly believe that we need to first raise ourselves as parents before we can raise our children, because together we are stronger, together we are a team, and together we are building a better future for our children. Stay tuned for more. Keep smiling, keep shining, keep learning and inspiring.